Republicans on the House Oversight Committee held their first public hearing in the impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden this week, making Hunter Biden's business dealings the focus.
Hunter Biden's not qualified, fact number 2, to sit on the board. Not my words, his words. He said he got on the board because of the brand, because of the name.
The Biden family sold access to Joe Biden's power, and the Biden Justice Department protected the Biden brand.
For years, President Biden has lied to the American people about his knowledge of and participation in his family's corrupt business schemes.
Hunter Biden, the Biden family, they didn't provide much more than Joe Biden supposedly lied, and the Biden family, meaning not necessarily Joe, were engaged in shady businesses. How is any of that close to high crimes and misdemeanors? Even some on Fox unimpressed.
I don't know what was achieved over these last 6+ hours. The way this was built up, where there's smoke, there would be fire. Again, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm going to be talking to some darn smart ones in a moment. But where there's smoke today, we just got a lot more smoke.
And the GOP's star witness doesn't think, at this point, the president should be impeached.
This is a question of an impeachment inquiry. It is not a vote on articles of impeachment. In fact, I do not believe that the current evidence would support articles of impeachment.
But shouldn't an impeachment inquiry, when using the word impeachment, already have evidence of high crimes and misdemeanors? Otherwise, either side can say, I'm just asking questions. I just want to figure out more as part of an impeachment inquiry. At this point, it seems there is no evidence of even wrongdoing by Joe Biden, apart from seemingly lying about whether he ever talked to his son about his businesses. And the businesses the House seems most concerned about are the ones when Biden wasn't even VP or a candidate. Let's bring back our panel. Carrie Sheffield, senior policy analyst at the Independent Women's Forum. Connell McShane, new host of NewsNation Now, and comedian John Fugelsang, host on Sirius's Progress Channel. Carrie, you think I'm getting something wrong here? I mean, what did they achieve in this day one of the impeachment inquiry?
I do agree with you. I think it is premature. And I said the same thing about Trump, actually, with the Democrats as well. I thought that was premature, too. I think I'm trying to be even-handed here. I think that there is more to look into, so I do think that that's worth looking into. Because, for example, you had a text message from Hunter Biden to his daughter where he said, I'm giving my dad half of my salary. Well, what does that entail as a government official? What official acts might have occurred? And then you have the, he's getting the Ukrainian prosecutor fired, the one who was investigating Burisma, on which his sons sat on the board with no qualifications.
He wasn't investigating Burisma. I know he says he was investigating Burisma, but he wasn't. But the first point is probably the single best piece that they have, is a single text message from Hunter Biden.
During the most reliable time of his life.
Exactly, when he's all drugged up, claiming that his dad is somehow taking his money. But if that's what they have, if that's, and by the way, I think that is the best that they have.
They don't have bank records to prove it, so at least they have that.
What do you mean they have the bank? You mean they're going to get the bank records?
They're going to try to. But
right, so that's the whole point. So you're okay with money laundering and moving assets around into shell corporations. Like, again, if you think, and Democrats on the left were all about investigating Trump's corporations and his children, I mean, the same standards,
but here's
the same standards should apply.
You should apply the same standards.
Absolutely
and here's the standard.
And the media looks the other way.
We should investigate
the Hunter Biden story, it took 3 years for the New York Times to finally verify. You had 50 people who were experts saying this is signature Russian disinformation.
Right.
You know what? It could have been determinative. Polling showed it could have been determinative if people had known about this Hunter Biden laptop. So spare for the Republicans and conservatives who are pushing forward. A lot of them are skeptical of the pushback because there is such pushback on things that have been verified.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.